you doing? What up? It's your boy. That hash to the info. Can't make our hoodie fit our big head here. Our hood's even too big for our big head. All right, chilly here in the Peg City. Last night we had a Caesar. It was delicious. I think follow that up with smoothies this morning. So that's fresh fruit, some veggie in there too. I think now would be a nice. I am craving things I don't have. So tacos, nachos, like homemade tacos. Oh my goodness, I need to get tortilla flour. Stat. I got some avocados, so I want to make guacamole. I have a little bit of salsa. I got a cherry chip cake mix here. So half of this cherry chip cake mix is I'm gonna make this with almond drink and no eggs. I'm gonna use a psyllium egg. It's called. Like I'm gonna put a tablespoon or two of psyllium in a bowl, and with water in a cup, and then whisk it, and then let it sit there, and it's gonna congeal. That's a great binder. It's actually not a great binder. It's the perfect binder. No more animal byproducts. Reading about how many ways from Sunday that flus infect people. Far more people die from the flu every year than the cold and things like that. This is not a regular thing. This is something very deep, they're saying, and not even understood, nor is there a vaccine for this right now. So all these things are like, whoa, what, huh? So respiratory illnesses, I don't know a lot about. I've never had a respiratory issue, so not having an issue, I don't know what to expect. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what, like a shortness of breath. I don't know what that means. Like I always have good breath. If I'm not feeling well, I mean, do you ever just feel like worn out, you know, and worn down? That you don't want to get that confused with what they're talking about, the coronavirus, right? So just try to take it not day by day, but you know, information that I can pull from something that is somewhat credible or makes sense on the back burner in my mind. I'm going to take that in and try and make it useful. Correlations, or well, data, as I was listening to a genius speak yesterday, they say data is nothing until it's integrated into our lives, meaning data has to be felt. We have to actually feel it, and it has to feel right. And that, if you go back a minute, that's what I was getting at before. It's okay to take in data or information that isn't credible, as long as you log it as BS in your brain. Up here, you say, okay, these assholes are saying this BS, okay? Log it up there. Could it ever turn out that the media is portraying the opposite of the truth, when maybe what they are portraying as the biggest assholes in the world, possibly that what we think is BS, we've been led astray so far down the shit canal, that the web of lies is on top and on top. And again, I'm going to take you back to over a year and a half ago. I used to say, it is easier to fool someone than to tell someone that they have been fooled. And that's exactly what I'm playing off right now. It's hard to understand the depth of the lies that they've told. All right? So, all we can do is continue to collect data and store it, and try and find people that you can rely on. Not a movie star, not an actor, not an actress, but a person that you know that either has contracted corona, or it's a really hard thing to understand. Has anyone in chat, does anyone know or has anyone been affected by corona yet? I haven't met anyone. I'm a daily live streamer. I've been all over Instagram for a very long time in the last 2 months. It alerted to me. I noticed people coming into people's live streams with a specific message, and the message was this: do you believe, or sorry, rather, do you know one person that's been affected by corona? All right. So I don't know if it's real or not, but what we can do is not eat meat, because meat is the main contributor to the flu virus. Animals. So here's something again, this is crazy, wicked knowledge. Farmers have been contracting corona, flu like symptoms for 2 years now. 2 years. This didn't start overnight. This isn't like this happened last month or October 2000. No, this has been a thing for years now. But we don't know what strand of virus this is, right? So there's COVID-19. I hope to God that COVID-19 doesn't mean that there are 18 other strands of this. If that's what that means. Another thing that I saw in the media about 5 days ago, I never heard a word of this before or since, is that which strand of coronavirus do you have? That is startling. That wording is ridiculously startling. What are you telling me? There's like 17 different versions of this running around right now? Is that what they're saying? Quietly? Something's going on. So let's make some lunch here, a healthy lunch. We're gonna look at our supplies and make do with what we can. I've got a quarter can of rich in fiber black beans. We're gonna finish this off. Some leftover tortillas from the other meal. We're gonna get this going. I got pizza crust or pizza. I got flour here. I'm gonna turn into pizza crust, and the pizza crust is gonna sit and rise. I'm gonna make it now so I don't have to do it later. The counter's clean. I'm gonna do all my cooking for the day, and I'm gonna clean the counter while this live stream is running. I'm gonna clean this counter the way it was when I came in here, so that there's no footprint. Yeah, and this is a crucial thing for sanitary, for staying clean, for having extra time. You have to include cleanup time right now to what you're doing for your dinner, your breakfast, or your lunch. It's important to be able to relax after you eat for the entirety of the evening. It's important to just go relax your body. We have to take some time for ourselves. No one is right now. No one is. It's incredible that everybody is giving her so hard. Now, I don't see any people being lazy, and this is not a time for being lazy. I'm researching, so my mind is like a spinning. I'm just constantly researching, and that's all I can do, because I don't have any credible information. Again, I'll say this, I've been saying this for about a year, that the information that flows freely is not always even close to reality. And I want us to stay as connected to nature as possible, and that's the only reality that I want to know is nature. I'm not worried about the system. I'm not worried about an economy. Yes, I have to fall in line with this stuff still right now, because I was dumped into a system by my parents. My family never started off fucking saying this is fucked, back in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. They never said this is fucked. They didn't want to pull away, go out into, live off the grid style. Like, people who saw living, like, there's let's just say there's a lot of people that have chosen. I don't want to see. I know about certain good groups of people, and I don't want to put any eyes on them or anything, so I won't say their exact affiliation with good in this world. There's no need. People should know, and if you don't, it's because you've lived a sheltered life. That you live in the system. Your mind, your head is in a box, and it's a shame you may never be able to get your head out of that box. Okay. It all had to do with you asking questions as a kid, and when your parents couldn't come up with good answers, starting to realize they had no fucking clue what they were talking about. Period. And I'll tell you firsthand, my family ain't dumb. I got quality family members, you know, care for each other and take care of each other. But it goes deeper than that, okay? Not only do you have to take care, love your family, all your family, never call your family bad names, never treat your family in a bad way. And if someone in your family does, reprimanded, if not kicked out of the family, never allowed back, to ensure the safety of the rest of your young family and your elderly, okay? So I called on a separate note, I called a few wild, not sanctuaries, like zoos that were like petting zoos that were showcasing tigers improperly, and I just let them know straight up, right out of the gate, you suck. You know, you're being investigated. You know, it's kudos. It's people like PETA that are winning court cases, allowing people the connection to join their organization, to whistleblowing out these people in the city of Dade. I don't know where Dade is. D-A-D-E. You can look it up. Tigers were being abused in Dade Wildlife Facility. Look it up and I would reach out to them and let them know what you think of them. I did, and I told them straight up. I'm like, I forget which state it is. I just did this though, but I told them, I'm like, you're disgusting, despicable people to throw tigers in pools for photo shots and photo ops that you get paid money for by other stupid, blinded by influencers and Instagram people that think safaris are good. Or they, safaris, I've never liked anybody that's like, oh, I'm going to this, I'm going to take pictures with dolphins. I don't like people that are like that. I don't like your photo ops with things like that. You should think of it like this. Do you want me going up to your kids and grabbing one of your kids, putting them on my shoulder and doing pictures with them? Then why are you taking a mother tiger's cub and thinking that it's okay to just, slam it in a pool, choke it, pull its tail, and yank it back in the pool? They have video of this from this place. The adult tigers are being abused far worse than this. But this is the style of lifestyle that people allow because they are blinded by society's system created by the elites and the rich, okay? So you all have a lot of work to do on boycotting and stopping the thrill of doing your hair and makeup all the time. It's good to look beautiful if you can do it without shouting out Givenchy or some goof in wherever, in any European place or American or Canadian fashion icon. They're all losers. Fashion icons are fucking goofs, period. Models, Instagram models, couldn't be any more hollow, in my opinion. I have zero respect for those that can't value human life, animal life, animal well-being, and the well-being of children. I do not value Instagram models. I don't value rich organizations that take 16-year-old girls off to Europe and then do weird shit with them. Old men, like, oh, here's $10,000, suck me right off. This happens. So this type of corruption, this level of disrespect for humanity has to be stopped immediately. So I urge all of you to boycott anything you used to do. And we're forever, I'll be every fucking day I make a video, I'm gonna speak about boycotting shit little regimes and organizations designed and created to engulf and envelop your mind to allow you to make poor decisions in life. Period. Have a good day. I love you all. I'm gonna start cooking shit and do stuff. I'll be back, but I want to take another little refresher. Like I said, 15 minutes, that's a lot for you guys to take in. You got to get your jag on, you got to get bubbling, you got to do your thing. Listen to these while you bubble. I make videos of quality and substance where most of the stuff you're ever going to watch on the Black Mirror or anywhere else is going to pollute you, okay? It's time to get enlightened and wake up. It's time to rise up, wake up, and realize that the people that thought they were in charge no longer are in charge. They're actually very weak now. I don't want to explain why. I don't want to give them another chess move to back out and go another way. I just want these simpletons to rot. So I urge everyone to hashtag elites. What's the other thing? Fucking CEOs, rot. Rot. Choke on your gold. Rastafari.